Yeah, she's after the thing with he who shall not be named. Um, she had a few episodes.
Oh, okay. As long as she's okay.
And yeah, I've checked on her, and I said, if you need to talk, I said, like, you tell me whenever I have one of my episodes that I can talk to you. I said, as long as I'm not on the rock myself, I'll talk to you. She said, oh, that's what I appreciate.
Centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Now I feel like it's playing 3.
Are there any microphones that you have turned on?
Well, I mean, like, I have my one microphone turned on, but I turned it off as soon as Ace played it. Hi, Ace. How's it going? Let me just make sure that,
They shouldn't be able to hear me. I turned my audio share off.
Yeah, it's okay. Ace is there. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. There's Megan. You still hear BMO? Okay, hold on.
How can you still hear me? I've got my audio share off.
I don't know.
Let's check it out. And this controller's about to die. I better find another one. Are you charged?
Voice chat.
Aha, that's charged.
Share your voice. Other players. Well, mine's on allow, but that's my voice.
Grand sound. Audio, voice output. Nope, that's output, dumbass. Where is it?
No comment.
That isn't it. Is that it? That's not it. I didn't even know that was there.
I don't think so. My OBS is not it, because it doesn't override that particular option. It's just BMO's just got to find the right button.
Oh shit.
That's all. Okay.
Privacy. Please don't ask for a password because I don't. Oh, you suck.
When you go to the chat and you go to the ... and you go to voice chat settings.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Ow, bloody fuck.
Ow.
It's okay. This is how
There.
how
Or another
we
party.
all
That's the
learn
wrong
things.
one. Party audio. Okay, mine's different than yours.
Is it not in there?
Ah, there it is. How's that?
Okay, talk.
Why? Oh, shit, sorry.
BMO, say a sentence. Ace, BMO's gonna talk in a second. Tell me if you can hear him.
Kiss my butt, Ace.
Wow, that was actually very, like, chilled.
I mean, I heard it through the stream.
You heard that through the stream? It says do not allow.
Hey, Ace.
Like, I'll always allow to allow
He
your voice
says
to
he will
share.
not kiss your butt, BMO.
See, it's literally set to do not allow.
Over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising
Would
through
OBS
water.
allow.
override that?
Oh, I'm alright. How are you?
I don't want to mute you, that's not nice. Leave party and rejoin, says Ace. Okay, he left
Any
party,
better?
he rejoined. Say some more.
No, I still heard you through the stream.
Yeah, it should be in automatic. It shouldn't be.
That is so weird.
I wonder if it has something to do with, are you on PS4 or PS5, Annie?
I'm on PS5.
I wonder if it has something to do with the settings of PS5 versus PS4.
Hold on a moment. Well, because the weird thing is that if I do that, then it'll do it to everybody. I mean, I can do it.
Today's like my second Tuesday, so I still have the rest of my week to go through. Hey Annie, I got called into work on Monday.
Already?
This Monday I worked it.
Include your voice in other players' broadcasts. Okay, that's not it. We'll figure this out. Hold on. Hey everybody, this is my screen. See, that's set correctly.
Not too much plans. Dog went for surgery, so I'm probably gonna be babysitting him. He's recovering.
I have no idea why it's doing that, Bimo.
Ah!
It's only available if we're streaming off of our game system, not through a video capture card.
Alright then.
I'll just mute.
Ugh.
I don't want to do that. I'm stuck. Help! I can't find my game! Why
My dog was being an idiot and tore his ligament in his knee.
Yeah.
He ran into an eavesdrop.
Is that what it was that did it?
Well, he was trying to chase a squirrel, and I guess he like ran smack into it, and then was favoring that leg. I mean, I told you, right, Annie? Like, my parents were still with COVID, and they called me at work, and my boss was real nice enough to let me take off to take him to the vet. So.
I'm looking something up. Sorry guys, one sec. Okay. What kind of dog, says Ace?
I'm sending a picture of that sad puppy now.
Yeah, she sent me this earlier. Oh. It's his knee.
He's a Cocker Spaniel, by the way. With a tail, not a docked tail, so that's why he's got that fluff between his legs.
He looks like he was crying a little bit.
Yeah. He's definitely starting to feel it now. He's been whining for a while, so I may end up going AFK every once in a while just to go see. Thanks, Ace.
You know what? No, that's not an answer either. Hold on, I'm just trying to think about how I'm gonna get... It's gotta be like... No, I don't want to do that to you, Ace. Or to Bimo. Just a second.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Okay, one sec.
Oops.
I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it.
Fema left the party though, so.
I don't care. I'm still
Well,
gonna
I'm
try.
just saying I don't think you can test it out. Is what I meant
The
to
world
say.
remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn.
I found a stingray.
Or a bubble rising.
Sorry guys, one sec.
Whoa.
Okay. We'll figure it out. I'll come up with a solution. Oh no, not again.
Let's dance.
I'll come up with something.
Illusion shattered.
Sorry guys, we're trying to deal with this issue, but
There is no escape.
that's a problem.
Shine down.
I will figure it out.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ready, steady, go.
Beep.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Oh, I forgot. Our Thanksgiving was not last week. It was like legit a month ago.
I'll protect us.
Yeah, it's in October. I have to go back all the way over here. Yeah, everything's going by fast this year. It's kind of crazy. Oh, we got the instrument. Or else. Okay, she's like, I hope you brought the thing back, or else. Hold on, Megan, are you still there? She muted her mic. She might be away for a moment. There's the weird instrument. Huh? You're here to decide what you... Oh, okay. No, it's okay, Vimo. I will figure... Like I said, I'll figure out something about this. No, I will. Whether you like it or not. Still, it's a little bit... We're having a technology issue. That's all. We'll figure it out. True. Well... Yeah, let's not do that. No, it doesn't. Paimon. This lady, she talks so much. I never said that. I know, right? We're so nice. We thank Stream Elements. Stream Elements is very talkative right now. Mm-hmm. She's talking a lot. She wants to change her name to Mr. Nine. So it's been daytime and now it's nighttime and she's still talking. Sure. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Do you know, because I have a capture card, and we're having an issue where my capture card captures the chat no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, there's
no way to fix that.
Okay. That's kind of annoying.
Because you're no longer, it's doing, and Yeah, to my knowledge, the moment you plug in your headset and you use that way to capture audio, it captures everything.
Okay. Even... I hate doing this,
Yeah,
but...
because you're bypassing all of Sony's little issues, like little security things that they have, by plugging in your headset via capture card.
I see, I see. That's so annoying. Okay, well, yeah, because even if you mute a person, you can't.
Nope.
You sure, Bimo? I don't like that.
Okay,
mind
I'm
him.
back.
Oh,
By the way, each hangout event, if you do it in completion, gives you 110 Primo Gems.
it does, I know. It does
And I
feel
have a lot of them not done. Was that the moth fucker too? My god. Oh my god.
good. Is he getting everything? He's getting everything.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was AFK for a while.
No, it's okay. I know Ace asked you a question.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving? We just
You guys were all sick with
was
COVID.
in October actually, so last month. But no, we ate food. That's about it.
I had deep fried Cajun turkey. It was fucking delicious. I was also supposed to go to a hockey game tonight, but I couldn't find a third. Or a second.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm sorry. I would be useless because I don't really know anything about hockey.
But it would have been a free trip to a hockey game. Zach was gonna go if he didn't have to work. Zach knows nothing about hockey.
That's
He
true.
has a shirt that just says sports for any time I take him to a sporting event.
Can I have one of those?
You can buy it from Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco. Who's Philip DeFranco?
Do we have that here?
No, I don't
He's
think
a
so.
YouTuber.
I feel like that would be my understanding of sports, is just literally
Yep.
sports.
Every single sport event we go to, he wears it. I'll have like a jersey or a shirt to support the team we're seeing. No, he just has a shirt that says sports.
Mm-hmm. I just did this one yesterday.
What are you doing?
My daily
Tatara
commissions.
Tales? Oh,
No, just like the daily stuff. And
I
I
have
go
to do those ones today.
up and talk to the guy in front of the store, because he goes over there. And then I go down, and then...
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh wait, I went past him. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm running through it because I've done this one like a million times.
Annie, I've been meaning to ask, do you want to do like a Christmas dinner with us
Hilda
this
must
year?
have her reasons.
Yeah, I can do that. Those are actually reasonable prices too. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let me guess, you guys want potato salad?
Well, bring whatever you want. It might not be on actual Christmas Day, but maybe somewhere around there.
That's okay. Okay. They just want like opinions about plot, but I've done this one. Blah blah blah. There we go. Done. Yeah.
This one really does not want me to catch it. This goddamn fish.
Why am I running that way? Yeah, I did these exact same ones yesterday. Oh, okay. It's not quite exactly the same. It's just a wee bit, different. No, I don't want to fight. Oh my god, no. Boy. I'm on a mission here. It has nothing to do with you.
So how is everybody's day? Glorious, fantastic, full of
Yeah.
excitement.
I wouldn't go for excitement. It was a Wednesday. It was interesting. That's about it. What? Oh, I'm supposed to withdraw to a safe distance that takes place. Well, you know what?
Yeah, you don't have to.
to.
You can
Huh?
even just sneak in there and steal them and run away.
No, I'm gonna kill them all first.
Let's dance.
Then I'll sneak after.
Illusion shattered.
I don't know if it's gonna let me do that, but...
Well, no, now that you triggered the enemies.
Transcend all control. Come on, we can do it.
Today would have been slow, but I had all the dogs, so...
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
Oh, the people above me are now moving their furniture again.
Illusion shattered.
I'm not sure why they need to move their furniture around so much.
Now you shall perish. I'll protect us.
Let me get to using Q for the
Shine down.
Your friend in a book.
Thank you.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Just wants to be
Illusion shattered.
advocate of justice.
Advocate of justice. While reading books. I just made that poor man drown.
I do that a
I
lot.
love doing that all the time.
Ah, come on. She is fun to play with, though. She does.
The Archon lady?
Yeah. Yeah, the Archon lady.
I forgot her name already.
A. Well, that's her official name.
Yeah.
Her
that's
official
personal
name is Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. Not Bulb.
By the way, her and Scaramouche has been confirmed that their names together coincide with the Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen.
Ah!
Why not?
To make it even better, when you first meet Scaramouche, it's actually during a event in the first year, and the music that coincides with that. Give me a second here. Makes me laugh. The actual name of the song. So give me a second. I need to go find it again.
American Sea. Where is it? Okay, they're slightly different, but they're... Oh my god. They're fairly similar. I'm trying to go out that way. No, we don't want to do that. I need to go.
Yeah, so the soundtrack that plays during Scaramouche's first appearance in the event is called the Ominous Fandango.
Really?
Yeah!
Oh, that's great. I love that.
There's no escape.
Good sense of humor in these guys.
Yeah, so it says, yeah, so various aspects of Scaramouche's character, particularly portraying his appearance during the Unrecoiled Stars reference the lyrics of the Bohemian Rhapsody song by British rock band Queen, which has a famous line that goes, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Yeah, so then, so the song that plays during Scaramouche's first appearance is named the Ominous Fandango. The lyrics mention Beelzebub, an alternative form of Beelzebub, who is Scaramouche's creator. The song speaker addresses him as Mama several times, which may be an interpretation of the type of relationship between Beelzebub and Scaramouche. Thunderbolt and lightning are mentioned in the lyrics, which symbolizes Inazuma and the Electro region where Scaramouche originates from. The lyrics, is this real life or is this just fantasy, shows the song's speaker having doubts about the natural order of the world. The song also makes reference to Galileo, who was known for challenging beliefs about astronomical model during his time. So like and then the lyrics, I can't tell you the last part because that spoils in the Samara quest line. That is all. But yeah.
I'll protect us. Shine down.
God, she only had like 100 health at one point. She almost died.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered. Detached.
I died! And then I got better.
Oh no, how'd you die?
I didn't pay attention to my health and there's a ball that's killing me, I just realized that.
I'm sorry, I have to run down and save Nyx.
Run and save
shattered.
Nick. What did Nick do wrong?
He's knocking shit over and then
Shine down.
Oh, it's still trying to kill me, I just realized that.
Ready, steady, go.
I'm not paying attention as well as I should be. I went here to get to the quest and somehow ended up fighting these things.
There is no escape. Let's dance.
Here, I'll just do this. Stuck! You can't get out!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah.
Illusion shattered.
It's actually a horrible place to
There is no escape.
go there anymore. Greenland is a horrible place.
Greenland is a horrible place.
Not Greenland, Marineland.
Oh. I was like, that was a very specific thing. I have a problem with this.
No, Marineland.
What do you got against Greenland?
I have nothing against Greenland. Zach, I'm leaving the last one for you in the box.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that I'm leaving. What? Because of Greenland?
Illusion shattered.
Fight
Sorry,
me.
my sense of humor. No, I don't want to, but that's okay. I might break a tooth.
Oh my lord.
What did he say?
Please calm your shit.
Me or him?
No, it's a candle.
Oh.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Another one is
Liz.
have a great fucking day.
Nice.
Why? Why are you down here?
Okay,
Because?
there's where I need to go.
home.
This is the boat that I
Ow.
need.
Is that? Oh, nice. Okay.
No, I don't feel like.
Does either
Yeah,
of
they
you
picked
ladies
really
need
far
any
away.
help with anything regarding, like, domains or something?
Um,
Not yet. I'm still doing my days. I just spent 15 minutes fighting robots for no reason.
for no reason. Oh no. Ow! Please don't do this to me.
I forgot how to get out of my boat.
Let me try my blade.
You want to try your blade?
There is no escape.
I don't recommend it.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Cheap trick.
I'll protect
You fall before Barbara. Fall before Barbara. No shit.
Swear the person who voice acts this in Japanese is the same one who does.
Like the English?
No, the Japanese one.
And over.
Shine down.
Ready.
Oh man, these
Insolent.
enemies are so frustrating.
That is insolent. I agree.
Show begin.
You were right to be upset with Shogun.
Hi. Hi.
It's okay. How you feeling, Bubble? She's scary when she's a C6. Holy crap, is Barbara nuts.
Torn to oblivion.
I still need that. I don't know what it is. The artifact, I think, that Zach was mentioning that she has.
Oh, who's
There is no
Barbara?
escape.
Yeah,
I
there's
need
an
that one.
artifact.
Suffice.
Let's dance.
Cute, cute.
Oh, Barbara, you're so slow at casting. You're faster.
Cheap trick.
Where is this jump?
There are times where this game is like, can you go faster game?
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, you're done. You're okay. Excuse me.
Shine down.
Ow.
Let the show begin.
I feel like I'm attacking them with Magic Universe power. No!
How do I get in?
Please.
There is no escape.
Now I'm just talking. Oh, it's because it's coming out of my speaker, and I think that's why it's sounding the way that it does. I have to figure out how to set it up properly. It took me a minute to figure out what was going wrong there. I turned it up, but it was already done playing by the time I reached it.
Okay, so that's one done for Mr. Exorcism.
Hmm.
Yes, let's just kill you guys. Please.
She's vicious. Okay, here we go. And... Okay, I'm just gonna wait for my stamina to build up.
Oh my god, please
It'll be
don't
better
let me
now.
dismiss this.
It's because I had it down because I was running something.
Oh, this isn't where to go either.
Excuse me.
Burping. And boop! Yay! Okay, now I can go and get my
Hi, BMO. Thank you.
present.
How do I get down under there? I don't know.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on now.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
That is not what I wanted to activate, but apparently I'm being forced into a quest.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous.
Hmm.
I don't know.
After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job for us.
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
An Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
Hmm? It's because you've been doing those 12-hour shifts, Ace.
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any
12
kind.
hours sounds like it sucks. I don't even like being at work for 8 hours.
Oh, it was only 10 hours today, he said.
Oh.
If only.
Wow, that's
It's only 2-hour difference.
So it came as a surprise
Either
to
way.
learn he has recently been
don't-
accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
1 more week left, yeah. I don't miss those kinds of hours.
It's up to us to bring the Sony in. No problemo.
I miss the
This
pay
does sound like a
sometimes.
job for the traveler. She'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
He is a gang, but I have Paimon? Yes.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you.
Oh darn, I would like to
Unless
use her as a
Paimon wants to
weapon.
be in a gang fight.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents,
Oh,
as
you
well as his
bastard.
current
I just have now
whereabouts.
this image in my head of grabbing Paimon by the leg and just swinging her around.
But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information.
Guys, Megan swore.
Thank you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Avisask.
Did you find a thing to do there, Ruby?
Hmm?
Did you find a thing to do?
Ad Astra Avisask.
Yeah, I'm just working on game Primo
Thank
gems.
you for completing today's
Okay.
commissions.
Yeah. Kill me, you son of a buggers.
All of these, you know. Okay, I don't want to do that one yet. I want to... It's Tata Tales time. I'm kidding. It's Tata Tales. I'm still trying to finish it. I might need an assistance. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, so we have to figure out if the furnace works. I have them already. He's like, find me the beetles. I'm pretty sure that's what he wants me to find, and I've already been collecting them. Oh, dude, I have way more than 3. I have 38. I have over 10 times as many. That was it? Well. Okay. Okay. Now I gotta go talk to people.
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him.
How hard is it to find somebody with blue fucking hair?
Depends. Real life? Or
No,
Genshin?
in the game. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir.
And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged.
Wow, that was definitely not the same text that's there.
I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get
Apparently
all
when
riled up and lose
someone's
control.
happy, they're high as a kite, but the text really translates to they're the happiest person around.
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Excuse me again.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
He's not very lively, this guy, right?
Arataki Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
Oh, that's gonna be a quick and easy
Maybe
one.
a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets.
I'm about to go kill the character.
Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Aww.
Ugh, that's just plain wrong.
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Ito a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened.
This sounds like a typical kid
In
exchange.
fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious
Oh,
about the
lost Ruby.
stakes and never throws a game on purpose.
She's gone.
So,
Oh, she's
I suppose what I'm
back!
trying to
Oh
say
no, how did you
is,
do that so
as a
fast?
guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game,
I said the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, bye, Annie.
Diabolical deeds?
Ah.
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Yes, my thoughts exactly.
They're talking a lot,
Still,
guys.
the Tenryo Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable.
Because he picked up somebody and ran off with them?
So, I'm not trying to
I'm
condone
about
his
to kill a
actions or
character.
anything. If he really has
Who are
messed
you
up big
killing?
time,
Is it
then
Keo?
he should face the consequences
No,
just
it's
like anyone else.
Guyong?
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking
I don't think I
around.
have that one.
Why are you killing Guyon?
Who is Guyong? Hold on, guys.
He does not like hot stuff, and I just gave him a hot, spicy popsicle.
Oh, I'd kill you too. What the heck is Guyong?
Isn't that Chan Young or whatever?
Oh,
his
Chung
name is?
Yu. I don't know. The
Chung
names are
Yu,
hard to
yeah.
pronounce.
Chong Yu?
I was like,
Yeah.
Gun. I know
It's
there's a Ganyu.
Jinkyu's friend.
Yeah,
What?
the popsicle boy.
And Shin Hei's
Oh!
Hei's.
Yes, Chong
Cousin?
Young.
Yeah, he doesn't do well with spicy food, and I just gave him a chili.
He's an ice character. Of course he
We're
doesn't do
talking
well
about
with
a
pretty
spicy
brave face
food.
for
Of
it,
course I
though.
know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
We're going Oni hunting.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before.
I feel like
So
this
it
name is
seems
really
pretty
familiar to
strange.
me. It's really bothering me. Hold on.
Oh my goodness, I'm at level 49 for my tree.
For which tree?
Well, obviously the Inazuma
Oh,
one,
maybe
because I
not.
haven't unlocked the other one.
I had
Oh.
to check.
Curious.
Sorry,
Is
Ruby,
there
I'm a
any
little bit
evidence
behind.
of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so
I'm
many
not
people
looking
on the
forward
case.
to doing this all over again.
For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him.
What if somebody was wearing fake horns?
At first, he was just one of our
I would
suspects,
wear
but
fake
when we went to
horns.
investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers.
Maybe he's.
What's
something-
most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start. Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride. As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Oh, well that's why.
At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara
Zach, are you
to
actually
finally
playing Diablo, or
secure
are you
his
watching
vision.
somebody play
The
Diablo?
Vision Hunt was a mistake.
Okay, you're
but
playing
we never
Diablo.
expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
I mean, that's
Does
fair.
sound a little unstable. Just like people have been saying.
I mean,
If the
motive
two of you are
sounds valid.
able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info.
He did a really good job saying the word Ito.
Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Magical powers to heal your body and soul.
Yes. But the marker is not there. Oh, what? I can't. I have to do this one, I think. Alright, I have to go find an animal to capture. Let's go to the forest. And otherwise I can't continue the quest. Where's my map? Don't suppose I could capture, like, you know, one of those tanukis? Put them inside my teapot?
I don't know, try it.
So far I haven't found any sign of life. Now they're vacuuming. It's so weird. I'm looking for animals to put in a net. Ooh. Birds count. Hello?
Tweet tweet.
Too bad I can't just go grab the ones I have. And be like, haha, I got you. They don't really play that game. Well, I thought about maybe capturing a crab, but...
Did I try and trap one of the tanukis?
Did you?
There's one sitting... Well, there's one sitting across from me. I could try it.
I bet it's gonna say no, but you know,
Probably will. Won't hurt, I guess.
yeah. The Tanuki's gonna be like, no. Go away. I'm not.
This target cannot be captured.
I would like a tanuki as a pet. I demand a tanuki.
Oh, there's an electroculus here. Where is it?
There's a fox. Are you gonna let me capture a fox?
Oh, you can capture foxes.
I got it! Woohoo!
Yay!
I got a fox!
You got a fox. Now go capture a crow.
I'll try one day. Are you sure? Not the other kind? I suspect he's in the next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is he gonna get in trouble and get kicked out? Because you know stuff that we don't know.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Is he in the cutscene?
No.
Okay. Then he's not kicked out. I feel like he wouldn't get himself kicked out.
No, not after everything he's helped or gotten better with.
Net. Well, I have to pay her a fee the next time I want to use the net.
Excuse me.
There we go. Yep, they're vacuuming above me again. They're so weird. She took the net back though. Wakamurasaki?
You son of a...
Did I understand that correctly? She wants to use the net to capture criminals? Oh, this is interesting. I give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. Okay. She's a detective, you know.
Frieza.
He says yes.
Frieza. Oh, come here, you big bulldog.
Bulldog? Is that
I have a Frieza in the stream.
Aww.
You wanna say hi to the stream? Say hello.
Frieza says headbutt microphone.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna run from Mummy? Are you gonna cuddle with me? Or are you just gonna snort? Okay.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Ito.
Oh.
You hear
him
that?
Again. Sure.
I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryou Commission.
No, when my
But
characters
first,
are talking.
Do you have enough Moro to cover the fee? I've heard
Very
all about your
quiet
travels.
grunt of a
After
purr.
everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much more are we talking about here?
Oh, okay. You're
A
done.
one-off payment of 397,000 Mora.
He
upfront,
murdered at me. He was
plus
done.
a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Whoa! That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
How did she even come up with a price of 397,000? Like, that's so
It
random.
just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee.
Okay.
And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have Ito. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal.
Okay,
Now
wait.
then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
Enter cutscene.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about the little blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But the blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Ito is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss? According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Hyman still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
I was wondering that too, actually.
Yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is allergic to beans.
Me too.
In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Right! Knowing our target's weakness will make things a whole lot easier.
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Sneaky!
Oh, you're doing the Ito quest?
Yeah.
Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for
I have a
Ito.
feeling it's gonna be really funny.
Ito is he's something.
I have a feeling he's not what he seems.
If he seems stupid, then you're right, he's stupid.
Well, you can't blame him. I have received a bag of beans. These people upstairs, they are just like incredible, like just wow, moving things around. Not wish to fight that guy yet. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's gather some of this too. Quickly along here. What? I thought I saw it like... Oh, there it is. Ah! Where'd it go?
Shit!
Oh, that was almost me. Great, I lost the purple orb. I have no idea where it went. Oh, lost Ruby again. Come here, Ruby!
Yeah.
I feel like Sony needs to fix this.
Ah, Annie!
Hi! I know, I went missing for a bit. I found it.
I've got a Frieza and I'm tickling his tummy, but he looks so happy.
Aww. Well, now where'd it go? These things are so annoying. I'm chasing a purple orb around and it's just not making anything. Honey, climb! Go to the other side, please. There we go. I opened the crate. Run. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just following a path, guys. Ow.
Shine down.
Oh, come on, turn on.
Torn to oblivion.
I need to break this.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
I'll protect us.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
His ability with this sword is kind of... Okay.
What the heck? There should be one more.
Let's see, I think it was this one. And then that one. No!
Oh, maybe because it's down under here?
Is there like one that's missing or something? Okay. This opens that, great. Oh, but let me see what this does. Hold on. No, it only closes that one. We're doing okay for now. I'm just trying to figure out this puzzle. And it's weird. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Gosh darn it. I just can't seem to figure out how to open the bottom one. Like, is there something down here at all?
Challenge failed.
Oh no.
Anything down here? Puzzles.
Question mark. It says the new event has begun, but I think it began in other countries because there's nothing here.
No, that just resets it. Okay, that doesn't work. This is gonna be a whole lot of me pulling levers back and forth. Oh, that was kind of interesting. Okay. No. What happens if I pull this up? What if I pull this one? I see. I think I see it. I think I got it. No. Nope.
I didn't think it started for us yet.
Okay, that opens the bottom one, I believe. Apparently, I can't learn anything. Yeah, see, look, I get that open, but now I can't do anything. Can I, like, sneak turn it on? No. Oh, right. Oh, no. Did I get myself stuck? I think I got myself stuck. Yeah, I got myself... Ah! I'm stuck. I'm like...
Hey guys, I think she's stuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this weird puzzle. And I feel really silly that I can't.
Fuck off. Pardon my language. That's
You
how I'm
guys sound
doing.
like you're having some hard times over there.
I'm trying to do a challenge. And it's not. It's like skating across water.
I can't figure out how to open this darn thing.
It's only 10:30 now. I'm already ready for bed.
Well, this is dumb.
I'm not even gonna bother. Oh my god, this is so retarded.
Stop freezing me, you bitches!
I'm still stuck.
Well, you're doing a story mission, so I can't.
I'm actually not. I stumbled on. Well, I am, but I'm not. I stumbled on this thing. I see BMO's in the chat. Hello. Now I'm just pushing buttons because I really don't know what else to do.
I just needed something else in my ears besides what's in my head right now, so just give me a minute.
No, you're fine. I'm understanding. How many combos can I do?
I don't know how many.
I don't know. I'm gonna do this math here. Sorry guys,
All the
math
world
time.
holds dear is but a backdrop
So,
of constant
the event that's
motion.
going on right now in Asia starts for
I
us
stand
in
before it,
11 hours, which
alone
means
and
it starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning for me. What the fuck?
Well, I actually don't know what to say about that because most of the time I miss it, like pretty much every event. I figured it out just as I was about to write things down. Of course. This is how it goes.
Yay?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, 1 second.
Woo!
You fucker.
Finally.
Guys.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Oh, I got away. Oh, I got stuck in the air.
Torn
She
to
decided to
oblivion.
jump off of a tombstone, and then, ah! No! I saw that coming.
Let the show begin.
Now you'll be attacked by Barbara. Slowly.
Go, Barbara, go!
Slow, Barbara, slow!
Whoa!
I'm not even doing any damage to him, but I'm getting health off of him anyways, so...
Illusion shattered.
I'll take it.
There is no escape.
Are you staying alive?
Oh, barely.
Okay, that was cool.
Shine down.
No. Yes or no?
Illusion shattered.
I see why she's considered very tanky.
Oh, protect us.
Like, she just obliterates stuff. Okay, is there anything to do with this? Simple tune. Eternal Fisher made Eternal Samurai?
Frieza, that does not look comfortable to my son.
Okay, so we offered flowers to it and nothing happened. Okay. Well, this is intriguing. I just found underground stuff. And what? There's underground lightning?
Shine down. There is no escape.
Oh. Well, that was a Tanuki. That was another Tanuki.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
That one's fake too. I bet this one's fake.
Illusion
Let's find
shattered.
out. Yep. Tanuki! Next.
There is no escape.
Another Tanuki! Yeah!
Oh, the Tanuki, right, Frieza?
All of them. Every time. I'm stuck in a hole.
Shine down.
Nope, that's also. How many freaking Tanukis are there? Come on. Oh, there's one up there too. Okay,
I need 2 pieces for Tainari, and I'm not getting either of them for artifacts.
There is no escape.
Did that do it? I'm missing one. Okay, I'm missing one. I don't think it's up there. Oh, there's one. I don't think that's the right one. Let's find out.
Shine down.
It is. Oh! What are you? An exquisite chest? Yes,
Take
please.
them.
Thank you.
I have no need.
Okay. There's a chest up there. Oh Oh yes, okay. So hold on, there's a lot more going on here than I thought.
But a momentary distraction.
I don't think that's how it works, but that's okay. There's no such thing as a momentary distraction. It's kind of final.
Also, Adam messaged you, Zach.
Wheat and some cabbage, guys. Anybody want some cabbage soup?
Did you say wheat or writ?
Wheat? What's the other one?
I heard wheat, like wheat, and then also the way that some people say ate incorrectly in French.
Wheat?
Writ.
No. In my entire life, it's never been ate in French for me.
Writ.
You're speaking Quebec French again, right?
No, I'm speaking Southern Ontario French!
Yeah, that's like sort of Quebec French.
No, it's a bastardized version of every French out there.
Okay, that's fair too. Okay, I give you that one. Rit. That makes me think of crackers.
Rit. That's Ritz.
I know.
But when you say it the other way, I think of wheat, like whole wheat bread.
I know, but that's what they taught us. Is it's wheat.
It's Rit.
But there's no R.
That's great. It's Rit.
I don't understand. My brain is just blown.
It's the same reason as we say hôpital, yet we take away the H.
No, but that one's kind of how I was taught to say that one too. So that one I wouldn't argue against. It's Rit is just not the way I know it.
Rit. Like this.
These.
It's this.
Like this one.
No, like this.
Oh, it's great. This is fun. Crap, too bad I can't remember. Does Megan speak French? I don't think so. Megan?
I learned French back in school, and God forbid if I remember any of it.
I feel like that's her answer. Where in the heck am I? Just like, I don't even know.
Here's the real test. What is the meal that is cheese, gravy, and fries? What do you guys call it?
Cheese, gravy, and fries?
I know what you're gonna.
Yeah. What? How do you guys pronounce it?
Poutine?
Yeah.
It's poutine.
Wait,
No,
where?
there's no tea.
Yes, there is.
No, it's poutine.
There's no S in it.
Poutine.
Oh, Ruby said what that is. When the stream gets blurry, what do they have to do?
Oh, they have to change their source. So they have it, if you hit on settings, you'll have source set as automatic. You want to remove it off automatic and put it to like the first or second option underneath that.
Yeah, it's something, I don't know if it's something Twitch is doing, but now every person has to like make a minor adjustment to their stuff. What the hell is this? Emergency. Hey. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Okay, so they had an emergency. I'm not even playing the objective because I see the oculi on my map, and I'm just like, oh, I want those. So now I'm running around trying to get them. Wow, Ace. Wow. Nice save. Now you can see the stream.
There is no escape.
Let me try this.
Inazuma shines
Okay.
eternal.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
What?
I'm trying to roll for
Illusion
child
shattered.
artifacts, and I keep getting shit that is completely useless to the motherfucker.
She died. Oh, but then she got better, so I'll accept that.
Did you burn all your resin already?
Yeah.
Ow.
There is no escape.
Come on, A, you can take a hit.
Insolent.
Is that
Okay,
what
that's-
you call that?
It's not bad, but it's not great. I will keep it. I'm gonna lock it.
I'd say that was smoothly, intentionally clumsy. Which is kind of not really a way, but it's something.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, there we go.
I'll accept
So,
it.
I have 3 tentative pieces for him to keep him going, but I still need the motherfucker.
Shine down.
Ah! Yeah. No,
Calm
don't
down
die.
there, Voldemort.
Protect us.
Thank goodness I am not that. I still have my notes on my face. Although some days I really wish I didn't. A died? She did. It was not my intention. I don't know how she died though. She died after the fact. I switched characters and then she was like, well, I guess I'm dead now.
That's cool.
Dodge this.
Oh, I logged into Destiny today.
And?
So the community event is done already. We've already completed it. So to actually get the story aspect of it, you need to you need to at least find 1 treasure chest that has captain's coins, donate those captain's coins to the community event, and then you unlock all the voice dialogues. And then if you really want to waste your time this week, if you collect as many captain's coins, and I think it's 2,400, you can unlock a shell.
Okay.
That's all.
I know where I am and I don't want to be here. This is not good. I know exactly where I am.
Let the show begin.
Why are we doing a good example of ouch? Oh no.
Illusion shattered.
It might be okay though since water times like you can hold that. In the middle of a thunderstorm. I'm a nerd. I can't do stuff like that, Darius. I am the nerdiest nerd ever. I am just a walking brain. I don't know if that even makes any sense. It kind of doesn't, but it's okay. I'm the awkward kind. I almost want to be like, I can be more awkward than you. Wow. He got distracted. I get distracted all the time. Way too much. I'm looking for this gem that I think is around here somewhere. I got distracted. I was working on the story and then I saw a gem on my map. Or an Oculus on my map. Stay still, A. Now I was saying that I'm not smooth like that. I can't be smooth like that. I stumble over my words and stutter way too much. Can I make it? With that? Yeah, I think so. If I get to that ledge. I'm not sure how much of a good idea this is right now, but... I think I need this. There it is. Oh, I got another one. Yeah. What? There's another one? Where? Okay. We'll gracefully land, and then we'll try this one more time, because I'm curious about that. No, I think it fibbed. Okay. It's not being totally truthful about where these things are. Ah, that was almost on me. It's okay. Thanks, Ace. Where is my gem? There it is. Somewhere. Not quite there. There it is. Oh, look at that, I found it. And I can go back to the store. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about the challenges right now. Where are we going?
Why are you guys attacking? You guys aren't even part of the bloody...
Thanks, Ace. You're awesome too. Everybody here is pretty awesome, so. Okay, somewhere there is a gem. Maybe under. I feel like it's under. Let's try something. No. No. Oh shoot, that's not what it, well, it is now. We're now swimming in the water. No, get. Stay put. We don't want to drown.
Forgot to mention, did another 10 pull today.
And you got nothing.
I got Layla for the second time. She's the 4-star character that got released.
Okay. I'm not as up on the characters yet. I haven't run into her.
He's part of the Pokemon challenge.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm at 51 for wishes.
Okay, so good job. But now you're way over.
I'm way over what?
Aren't you way over the 50?
No. So the 50-50 is anytime you pull a 5-star, you have 50-50 of getting the banner character.
Okay.
That's what the 50-50 means. Once you hit over 70 wishes, or 75 wishes, I forget, then your percentage of getting a 5-star goes up with each wish. Until you hit 90, then at 90 you're guaranteed a 5-star.
Okay.
So currently I'm at 51.
Alright. I'm at the stage where I'm starting to think that this thing is in a tree.
What thing?
No, it's not in a tree. I'm looking for the Oculus that's right where I am.
Wait a second, let me bring up the tree.
It might be underground. But I...
What locate? Bring up your full map.
Sorry, that was Destiny. Moving my dot so she can see my map.
Give me a sec.
I feel like it's underground. Because it's not above ground. It's not in the sky.
Have you... Give me a second. Sorry, my tablet's buried under all my knitting.
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
I don't know yet how to access that.
Why not that?
I'm not gonna argue with you, Ace.
Bring up your map again. I want to see where it is. Down.
Oh shoot, that's not it. 1 second. It's like
That's a battle
right
pass.
where that circle pillory plateau thing is.
You want to zoom in?
This one. So it'd be like right here.
Okay. That one. Oh, okay, yep, give me a second.
The world remains constant over the
I can't go underwater, guys.
Human life
No,
is
it's not
like the
underwater.
dew of
Una momentum.
or a bubble rising through water.
It's in a stupid little hidey hole.
Transitory.
Is it?
I'm trying. Yeah.
That climbed everywhere.
It's not.
Oh! Is that the one on Tattery Island or whatever?
No.
Actually, no, it's on, Yashiori.
Oh, okay.
It's like somewhere over here. In a hiding hole?
Yeah, it's. 1 second. I already have it, but I can get to the area.
I think I have it too.
Am I just
Girl,
that
don't you have
silly?
Inazuma statue? Oh no, you have just the area.
No, now I'm being attacked.
Me, I think I was
Shine down!
14 away from being
Torn
And
to
I have
oblivion!
3 and
Ooh!
then
I'm gonna mark that. I don't have that challenge done yet.
That's one down. I like how they didn't attack me while I just obliterated that guy. Where'd he go? There's a ledge right up there.
It's on a beach.
It's on a... Okay. the
Yeah, so
beach is
there's a
below.
beach. Yeah, so go to the beach. There we go. I found it. I found where it is.
Give me a second. I found the victim.
Now you shall perish.
Ah! Yeah! I'm so strong.
Yeah, you're right by it.
Ah, I see.
Did you find it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in there.
I'm supposed to beat this guy.
There is no escape.
There you go.
No stealing my treasure! That's right. Oh! Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I almost fell in a hole.
You also confirmed that I do indeed have that one, so it's not one of the ones I'm missing.
Okay, back to what we were doing. Is going and getting stuff. No, Abe, that's silly. Oh, you were so close to getting smoked. Okay.
There it is. Hello, challenge.
I can tell you're typing on your phonies. I almost was gonna ask you if you're phoning it, so I'm teasing though. I mean, sometimes in this game I feel like I am beating people up all the time. Paimon. I tried to get Paimon to become a weapon, but she said no. She wasn't interested. Just swing Paimon around by her feet.
Oh, another tree level up.
Nice.
Ooh, what level are you now?
I have no fucking clue.
I can't
I'll tell
do
you in a
this
minute.
puzzle yet because it's raining. There's another one. I wonder if I can get rain. Honestly, to be totally honest, I hope it doesn't rain like that. I'm too small for that.
I'm at 35.
Nice.
Hacker mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight?
Oh. Okay, we're going this way. But there's
And
also...
for my
Oh,
other
wait.
one, where am I at?
Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. The PlayStation... Oh, no, I
Insolent.
can't use it. Or can I? Wait a minute. I don't see the data. Ow! No, I can't do it.
Let's dance.
Okay, let's go down. My tree is not upgraded enough. Wow! Lightning just hit lightning on frickin' fire.
I'm at 22 for my other tree.
Wait,
Nice.
could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us.
Maybe let's
It'll save a
not
lot
throw
of hassle
beans
if
at
we can
him.
avoid
It's
a
not
fight.
very nice.
I think I'm just gonna start doing single pulls for child because I'm getting really tired of building 10. Fuck it.
Oh, I got
Hey,
caught.
who's sneaking around over there? Come
It's
on,
not gold.
show yourself.
We've been spotted.
I know, I gotta try it again. I gotta hit him with beans by sneaking.
Wait, could that be it? Doesn't seem to be looking. It'll save a lot of hassle.
Okay, it says...
Beans!
I don't blame him. He's crying because of beans.
Are you
I don't
okay?
blame him.
What should we do? Paimon didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed.
What are you
It's
talking
just
about?
my,
Beans are awesome.
my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right.
What?
I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it. Who am I kidding?
Oh cool, the Sabres won tonight.
I gotta catch my breath here.
Like, we
Whatever it is you want.
destroyed tonight. Man, I wish I
It's
was
gonna
at
have
that
to
game.
wait. I need a moment.
The voice and the body do not match.
Need a moment. Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
Oh my gosh, he has a terrible freaking English voice actor.
Who?
Whatever
I
quest
get
line
it.
that Annie
So
is.
you're here to
Oh,
put me
Ito.
in. How in the world did you
Oh,
find me
so
all the way out
annoying.
here?
Yeah, he
Well,
is
Whatever.
very annoying. I
you
don't
think I'm
like
going
him.
back with you? You can forget it.
He's much
I'd
better
walk
in
away if I were
Japanese.
you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't
Keep
want to
that in
hurt any
mind.
regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Seeing if I know his voice from
Yep,
anything
that's
else.
right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang,
Oh
I
my
gotta
God,
nab
he's
a little
king
food
from the
and
Seven
drink when
Deadly
we're running
Sins.
low. That's only natural, right?
I
Zach?
haven't watched
Yeah,
that.
but nabbing people?
Uh,
Taking it a bit far, don't you think?
I have to
and
watch
not when
that
their
one.
families will pay good
sounds
more
good.
to
It's
see
on
them again.
Netflix, isn't it?
Easy
I think
picking.
so.
he's Plague.
And
That's
the
another
extra moron
fucking.
means
Oh
I
my
can,
God, there is so many characters from Arrakis Ladybug,
some to the
except for the
gang
one
to
other popular
spend on
voice actor,
themselves.
and they haven't brought him in yet. Like, they're bringing up all these little voice actors and a few of the main characters, but the other main character, the Bryce whatever, I can't ever say his last name. Was it? Pappenbrook. They haven't brought
what's
him
with all
into
the
Genshin, but they have
questions?
Christina
Like I
V,
said,
they
I'm
have
not
Kevin
going back with you,
Silversmith,
so stop
now they
wasting
have the guy that plays
everybody's
Plague, and like, dude, just bring in Bryce.
We've accepted a commission to bring you back.
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
He doesn't look that scary, actually, when he starts
Commission to
talking.
bring you back.
Wow, Paimon. Wow. Wow.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this
She just
drop.
basically
In that
wants me to
case,
get beat
we-
up. Do I get to beat him up?
Coming!
Don't
sorry.
run now.
Be right back.
That was so weird.
What's
Yeah,
taking
old
you
lady
so
or
long?
kid comes running
You
up,
said we were
Uncle
gonna have a beetle
Ito,
fight
and then
today.
all of a sudden,
on, you
Megan's like,
promised.
help me!
I'm sorry, I forgot to mute
That's
my
right.
mic.
Still going ahead. You see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So, just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
So that scared me awake.
Aw, it's
Wakey,
okay.
eggs and bacon.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me.
It was pretty good timing.
It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
He has prestige.
About
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out of this.
Who this? I don't know who that is.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
It's not
That's
me.
because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on
No,
a tree
you're
branch
not
while looking for a beetle.
Roseanne?
Uh-oh. It's all good though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay.
Until they fall off his
If you
head.
say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Granny's
Yep,
walking
I'll be
around
right
in the
there.
middle of a thunderstorm
Hope you're ready to lose today.
with a little kid.
who are those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni.
Granted,
She's
most
the one
people
who
have
took me
done
in
the
and raised me.
thunderstorm quest
And
by
the
now to
kid's name
stop
is
it,
Daisuke.
so...
I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring
Why
them
are
with
you
me,
coughing?
the Tenryou Commission would be knocking
Yeah,
on their
neither has
doors
Annie.
for sure.
Hmm?
Oh, doing the thunderstorm quest to stop the thunderstorm on the island.
No idea. Okay.
Right. But
I
if
had a
you
feeling
care
this
about
would
them
come
so
up
much,
like
then
this.
you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? Because I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends
the
and I need
opposite of
to
what an Oni
step
is, but
outside
yes.
for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
So far, he's not that dumb. He's just weird. Yeah, he's weird. I have stepping stones.
Illusion shattered.
Nothing.
By the way, Hyman's curious. What kind of game is beetle fighting?
You guys have seen Oni Kabuto out in the wild, right? Even though they might look menacing on the outside, they're big softies on the inside. Most of the time, they're just sitting there doing nothing. But let me tell ya, once the Oni Kabuto start fighting, they won't let anything get in their way. The grand game of beetle fighting is a match where your beetle tries to flip the other beetle onto its back. Hey, it's not just some kid's game, okay? There's way more to it than that. I have taken part in more beetle fights than you would believe. At least 800. I may have even crossed the 1,000 mark by this point. Anyway, after a while, you can tell a beetle's fighting potential just by looking at its shape, size, and the patterns on its body. But it's not just about all the physical stuff. Oh no, your Oni Kabuto's got to be in the right headspace as well. If it's not up for a fight or doesn't have the guts, well, then it's game over.
It's like Pokemon.
Boy, are you
Beetles.
too lucky you ran into me. When it comes to beetles, I'm the expert that the experts go to. I'll show you all you need to know.
I don't think there are any
We're not
experts.
the ones that will be playing. We're just here to keep an eye on you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he forgot.
Yeah, anyway, not a problem. You two might think I'm just tooting my own horns here, but just you wait. I'll make you a beetle expert in no time. And by the way, that kid has one tough beetle. We can't underestimate it. We have to find a real lean, mean beetle warrior.
Fuck you.
Okay, so
I'm
he's
sorry.
not the sharpest
Oh no, I was
horn on the
supposed
Oni.
to say.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there. Let's head to that hill. I'll bet my bottom moral we're gonna find some major league Oni Kabuto hiding out there.
Or you can go look
Hi,
at
Goku.
my 37.
Do you have blue lights in where you are? Blue and
lights?
purple street lights?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I just saw a TikTok about it.
Wow, that was a good message. Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah? Yes?
Uh-oh! Lightning storm!
That's 1400, right?
Oh, go! Darn it, they're all gone.
Divided by 60?
Let's hop down from here and take a look. My gut's telling me that there's a
23.3333333333.
king-size beetle just below. Look, you see all those purple things? It's a whole pile of Oni
3.333.
Kabuto.
No way.
Now that's what I'm talking
It's
about.
23.33333333.
Oh, what the? Ah, no, not lavender melons.
Yeah, those are lavender melons, dude. You need glasses.
Well, even a pro like myself can make a mistake from time to time. It's okay, just gotta roll with the punches. Let's try somewhere else.
Wait, what is that? Oh, I don't need those right now. There's one.
This is the one. This is the one. See? As long as you're in my company, you're guaranteed to find yourself an Onikabuto. Yeah, it's on the smaller side, but size isn't everything.
It's actually bigger than all the other ones I've collected, and I said it was small.
Just let the expert explain, okay? What smaller beetles lack in strength, they make up for in agility. They usually got a whole bunch of sick moves just ready to whip out when the right moment comes. Listen, you can never see a beetle's true energy until it's in the ring. It might look a bit young and docile, but that's got its advantages. Haven't you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Young beetles that have never fought before always go all out in their first fight. Older beetles that have already been through the wars tend to just cower in the corner the moment they see a strong opponent. Hey, didn't I say not to worry? Come on, just have a little faith, would ya? My experience is telling me that this Onikabuto was spawned to be a champion!
Right here! Look what Paimon found!
A big giant one.
Some beetles than Paimon wants in! It's not like we have anything else to do. When you hopped down, Paimon flew off somewhere else nearby and found this one! What do you think, Ito? It's big and strong and looks like a real fighter! It matches everything you said about a good fighter, Beetle! Bet the one you guys found must be way bigger.
You got some experience catching beetles too, huh?
Oh my god, this is both the horrible and amusing at the exact same time. Like, I don't even know what to think.
You'll be a fellow beetle fighting expert in no time. I mean, not as good as me, but but still.
Oh, so overall not that good then.
Anyway, great. With both your beetle and mine, I can tell this'll finally be the one. This time, I'm gonna win for sure. Well, you know, that's just life, man. There are so many people in this world who are talented, passionate, but it's no guarantee that things will go their way. So many unrelated things have to come together at once in just the right way to make victory happen. There's this word that really sums it up nicely, actually. It's, coincidence.
As in pure luck? Huh. Guess it makes no difference whether we have Paimon's beetle or
This
not
voice
then.
actor had the ability to make coincidence sound like something like on purpose.
Let's not do anything rash here, you know. I think both of these fine beetles have a shot at winning. Let's just hang on to them and give them both a try. A true warrior never leaves a good beetle behind. Anyway, time to head back and get this show started. Man,
oh my god,
I am psyched for this. Woo! Let's go!
A lovable idiot. Yeah, he is a lovable idiot. I agree. There we go. He is making me laugh and want to cry a little bit at the same time. Is this another one of those weird ones where it's hidden in a cave somewhere? Or a ledge? Oh, there's someone in there. I do it every time. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go see what this. Oh, I can't tell. Oh my goodness, I'm getting lost. Shabby little camp.
Finally! You're back! Can we start our beetle fight now?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. But you better watch out. I brought a real winner back this time.
Don't worry. I'm not scared of your beetle. Go, Stripey Ghost!
Wow,
I got
this
this fight in the
Pokemon.
bag. Let's go, Nimble Ninja.
Huh? When did you come up with that name?
Come on, you can take him, little guy.
That's right. Finish it.
This kid is vicious. Yeah, your beetle's not doing so hot.
Oh, no! My little nimble ninja!
Ha! Looks like I win again.
Dang it! Ugh, it's my 7th loss in a row.
Stripey Ghost is invincible. Even Uncle Ito can't beat him.
He's doing it on purpose.
I won't forget this. I'll beat you next time, I swear! Alright, Paimon, you're up. Time to give Crimson Cyclone a shot. Maybe it'll end this losing streak of mine.
All right, go get him, Crimson Cyclone!
Whoa! That one looks ultra strong.
See, he like lets the kids play. That's how it should
But
be.
it's still no match for you, Stripey.
Are you sure?
All right, little guy, use your Super Paimon Tornado!
Okay, I'm back.
We're having a beetle fight.
No.
I
Oh, yeah, I
won!
did this.
I can't
did this one.
believe it. I
Kinda fun.
lost.
Yay! We won! Ha! Paimon knew Crimson Cyclone would be the best!
Boy, did that one put up a fight. Woo! It wiped the floor with Stripey Ghost. I know a real beetle trainer when I see one. Way to kick some beetle
This is
butt,
totally
partner.
Pokemon, guys.
See? Paimon's got real talent! Of course, Crimson
I mean,
Cyclone
you haven't
has to
even
take
done the
some of the
fungi
credit
one
too.
yet.
No, I
Now that
haven't.
was Pokemon. You had to go out in the wild and catch them, and then battle them against other fungi.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It was really
Now that
fungi
the beetle
event.
fighting's over and all.
They did the survey, and I
for
told
you,
them they
Dice
should have
Cookie.
allowed us to keep our
Huh?
fungi bug buddies
me?
as part of the
You're
Serenity
really
Pod.
giving it to me?
Go ahead, take it, Daisuke. When we finally get back to the city, you can show it off to all your friends.
But will we ever be able to go back?
Of course we will. Trust me. I never go back on my word.
Goku.
Anyway, I got some things I gotta discuss with my
What
friends.
you doing, Goku?
Go play with Granny for a while, would ya? There's a good boy.
Good. The kid doesn't suspect a thing.
You're from the Tenryou Commission, aren't you? I bet you're here to capture Uncle Ito.
Come on, lay down.
Kid just turned evil.
Hey, didn't I tell you?
Nope, I'm
They're
gonna
my
need-
friends. In fact,
He's
they're
making biscuits
they're
on
in
my
the
lap.
gang. We're practically family.
That's not true. I already know everyone in your little gang, but I've never seen these two
You
before.
know Goku was about to go to bed.
Uncle Ito didn't do anything wrong.
Not anymore.
Don't take him away. And not only did he not do anything wrong, he also saved my
Well, I do
life.
believe I won't
He's
be eating
not
the
a
rest of the
bad
night after
guy.
watching that.
The beetle fight?
No, I decided to check out ASMR toe cleaning, and I now regret my decision.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, you just say that. Wouldn't do it.
You sound like it also sucked your soul out.
Oh, it was bad.
What?
I've dealt with my own toe problems with ingrowns and things, but this is like the person has never touched his toes in like 5 years, and the big toe was concaved on either side and grown in and under itself.
I think I saw something like that once.
I'd be happy to share the video with you if you'd like to see it. But, oh god.
I mean, I'm not grossed out very easily, so...
I didn't think I was either until I saw that, and I'm no longer hungry.
Hey, some things we don't
That's
tell
okay.
the outsiders, remember?
You sure, Beamer?
How should
I'm
I
good.
explain?
Yeah.
I'm a real lousy liar.
Ito,
Oh, my
sometimes you
eyes
need to
hurt.
just say what you have to say. Don't worry about us.
Fingers.
I guess. Thanks, Granny. Seems I can't hide it anymore. come with me. I'll explain
Yep,
everything.
I'm unsubscribing from that channel. No.
I'll be honest with you. This thing the
Goku, why do you have to
Tenryou
make your way
Commission
up
is
on my
investigating,
chest when you
someone
make biscuits?
going around taking people and their possessions? It wasn't me. Any of it. I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm still trying to solve the real problem here. I'm the same as you.
Okay, so far he's
I
not so
just want
bad.
to avoid conflict
right
at
now.
all costs. But it's just not worth it if someone gets hurt.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
That's a good question.
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long, long time ago with the story of the Crimson Oni and the Blue Oni.
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fairy tale, we've heard that one already.
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier.
So, is the story from the fairy tale really true?
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The Blue Oni chose exile, and the Crimson Oni stayed behind. But the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out.
You done making
It's a little
biscuits
thing
on me
called
yet?
The cold,
No?
hard
Okay.
truth. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, you had to have a good relationship
Anytime
with the
now,
humans.
Goku.
The Oni are a proud kind,
Anytime.
so it wasn't
You
easy
gotta
for
make
them
sure
to
you're
ask
nice
others
and
for
needed.
acceptance. Over
Not
time,
even
the
needing
Oni
me, you
eventually
need the
split
blanket
into
off
two
my leg.
factions. The Crimson Oni
He's
were
helping
friendly
you
with the
now
humans.
so that you can get
The
up and
Blue
go to
Oni,
bed.
they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to their own.
Paimon thought you were two different species. So
One more day and I
really,
get to go to
you're
the doctors
all
and find
one
out whether or not I have sleep apnea.
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns
I
different
woke
colors to show
myself
which side
up.
we belong to.
Not breathing because I thought I was drowning underwater.
Because humans were still wary of Oni at the time. The Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans.
Do not
The
lay
Blue
down.
Oni kept clashing with them. Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were
No,
hard
he's
to get
just
along
needing
with.
everything.
If
When
things
he
were to
needs,
continue that
and
way,
he's laying
the
down.
Oni were never gonna
Now
get
you're
along
not
with
going
humans.
anywhere.
And so, the
Oh,
most
now I need to
revered
lick
leaders
my
of the
nuts,
Crimson and
okay.
Blue Oni decided to resolve it
You know,
once
if you
and
would
for
take
all.
Doesn't
them off,
have
I wouldn't
any.
be
Over
problem.
drinks, they swore
He
an
doesn't
oath.
have them. He's
The
looking
Blue
where
Oni
his
would play the
nuts
role
used
of
to be.
evil Oni to help
Oh.
the Crimson Oni
So
integrate
he's cleaning off his
society.
tallywhacker.
But the Blue
Yep.
Oni's leader gave two conditions.
I think the best thing is I walked into the bathroom once and he was propping the bathroom. Oh, thank God. He was propping the bathroom
First,
door
the
open while
Oni must
licking his
abandon
leg.
any prejudice
Like
they
he had his
held
leg
against
straight up.
humanity. Every
Right,
Oni
Coop?
was to accept humans in their
Oh,
heart
You're
before
such a
the humans
fucking
accepted
furry.
them.
Now listen, I would
Oni
like
were
to
not
sleep
use their
until
strength
like
to
10
mistreat
tomorrow.
humans, but
Is that a
were also
possibility
not
without
to
you
stand for
screaming?
mistreatment against themselves.
And I didn't think so.
Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate
All
with
right.
human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest
Fair.
characters, their
Good night,
surging
everybody.
tempers, and their
I'll talk
awesome
to you all
strength
tomorrow.
to win respect from the humans. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride.
Okay.
After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, until eventually they disappeared altogether. Since
There's
I
no
first
more
heard the
Blue
story
Oni?
of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life. Not once did I ever imagine that the Blue Oni clan had actually survived.
Oh, that is sick.
So you're saying the real culprit was a descendant of the Blue Oni?
Cool.
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exist. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns
You'll
than
enjoy
mine.
that video, Megan.
Still, it would be
Neat
strange if the
text
culprit
stuff.
really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept it.
I don't know if you have Facebook, but you know.
Exactly. They would give up their life before abandoning their pride. I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. And I know the aspirations my ancestors had for the future of all Oni. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't harm other people, period. My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any evidence. That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely caught them by now.
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that you saved him so he knows your story, right?
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, his parents had been taken. The whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family to hide somewhere else. There's
His
more to
family.
this than just one blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. I didn't want to get anyone else caught up in this mess. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to drag me back to Inazuma City, then I'm gonna fight you with all I've got. But if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the blue Oni, I'll turn the both of us in.
Yep,
Will be a
I'm on
Thanksgiving
too.
alone.
Hmm?
I don't have anything planned for tomorrow.
Mm.
Not going anywhere. Got no family. They're all up north.
I mean, I don't have any family here either.
Hey, 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Just
It
treat it
happens.
like we're here to keep an eye on you.
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from the start. These two fine folks, they're just out here in the pursuit of truth and justice, man. Yeah, we are gonna get along just great. Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so be ready for anything. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
Don't worry about us. We're seasoned
He doesn't match
adventurers.
any of the other characters.
All right, then our first job is to investigate where this blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp. I figure we can start by talking to him.
He's so not like the other characters at all. I hope so too. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Got a couple more books. Somebody that was close to sending. Right, I was actually working on Goro before all this happened. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can't get that one. I'm so zoomed in, it's not even funny. What is this? Is that where I need to go? Okay. Dear game, don't lightning me. Oh, that was close. Okay. Polka Arts. Oh, thank you for following Polka Arts. Thank you very much. It's not you. Okay. I accidentally clicked on this. Suka.
When does that Genshin thing start tomorrow?
Ruby said 9 her time?
So that would be 8-hour time.
Yeah.
God.
How am I? I'm doing
I thought
good.
they said like 3 p.m. or something.
Or did she?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to look it up.
remember.
I'll find out. I'm good. I'm working my way through the story. It's been interesting this time around. How are you doing? Dragon Serpent God. Okay. I don't know why, but I distinctly remember her saying that it was like early in the morning.
I thought she said it was gonna be on at like 9. I may have-
Yo, you must be Masato.
Yo.
And Oni. Oh no, not another one.
Forgot to
Oh
check
my
the
goodness.
email.
Oh, yeah. Not the one that robbed you, though, so, chill. I contacted you before, remember? I need your help.
Arataki Ito is sort of an interesting character. Yeah. You're going through Sumeru? Nice, I haven't got there yet. I'm working my way there. Finishing off Inazuma first.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm still a bit on edge after the incident.
It's interesting.
So anyway, here's what happened. I was just out transporting some goods when a group of Ronin suddenly attacked me. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Usually you just hand over some Mora and they'll leave you alone. At least you don't lose your goods that way. But this time was different. They
Oh my
weren't
God,
willing to
I
talk
got
things
the most
over.
interesting spam.
Instead, they took my things and they started coming
Apparently
for me.
I've got $10.5 million that can be sent global automatic teller machine.
I got down on my knees and begged. Said I had a family to care for, and that my business is our only livelihood. Then I saw that there was an
It's
Oni
from the
among the group.
FBI. Apparently they found
thought
some
he was
money
gonna
that
be
was
the
owed
one
to
to
me
finish
in
me
another
off.
country. That's just fascinating.
But instead, he stopped the others and told them to let me go.
That is so
Yeah,
strange.
that got them all arguing with each other. His cohort said that I was sure
Well,
to
that
retaliate
and
if they
this.
released me.
Two things.
But the young Oni was
it?
insistent that they shouldn't lay a finger on me. Things got real heated.
We have
I
a...
thought they were gonna come to blows. Luckily, they let me escape with my life in the end. And I scrambled to get myself here, where I'd be safe.
So then why
I
is
never
he...
want to set foot outside of here again.
So he'll steal, but he won't harm people. Seems he has some sort of standards. Did he say why they were
Interesting.
robbing you?
Surely it was Mora, right? What else could they have wanted with me? I mean, I can't say for sure. It's not like I asked. But what I did hear them say was, the goods are worth more than the merchant's life. Or something like that.
This is weird.
That idiot
Okay.
Oni. Do you have any idea where they went after they robbed you?
I have no clue. But I think they're pretty active in the Tatarasuna area. You aren't gonna go after them, are you? Seriously, I'd advise against it. There are too many of them and they're all heavily armed.
Ah, don't worry. It's just a bunch of no-name scumbags. I got a whole laundry list of scores to settle with them. If these two islands are where they tend to hang around, we're sure to run into them at Nazuchi Beach sooner or later.
Okay. He's such an interesting character. Nazuchi Beach. Okay. I do love running with, like, using A. She's so fun. Whoa, what? That's not what I wanted to do. Ah,
Remove all
mistakes
obstacles.
happened!
I'll protect us.
Holy crap, are those big mistakes? Oh. Oh, Barbara.
There is no escape.
Okay.
Inazuma shines eternal.
He had a bad day. Oh my god. It's because I saw all the rocks and I went to go get them. And I did a smash down, and then there was an enemy where I smashed down. Whoops. Okay. This kid is like everywhere.
They gotta pass through here sometime. Let's just hang tight for a while. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be showing up any time now.
Yeah, things might get a little rough, so we better be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come!
Yeah, there they are. And one of them has horns. All right, it's go time. Let's get him.
Oh, okay. Have a good night. Sleep well. Hopefully you don't get too many hours tomorrow.
We gotta get you into division.
Huh?
We gotta get him into division.
I know.
Can't catch me.
They will.
What is his schedule like now, did he say?
Looks like you fellas aren't going down without a
crap.
Fine by me.
What is that?
First, talk later.
Sorry. I got distracted. He has 0. He's the next 4 days off, but he's going to his family this weekend for Thanksgiving. So.
Oh, you're fighting the ninjas.
Yeah, but I have like this guy, and he has this weird book house creature thing that comes out of nowhere.
Thing behind him?
Yeah, that thing that just popped out of nowhere.
Coming through.
Oh, this is cool. I'll take it. Oh, I'm clubbing people. Here, weird cool creature. I can't even see what it is. It's like a cow. Yeah, it's like a little bull.
Attaboy.
Yeah. He has a little bull that wears like a house on his back. Yeah, it's definitely it's mooing.
Hey, don't even think about running. It's me, Arataki Ito, descendant of the Crimson Oni.
I know who you are. From the day we are born, every blue Oni knows their purpose. We all know our fate is one of self-sacrifice. But what about the Crimson Oni, You don't know anything about us. Not our miserable history, or any of our names. Mine's Takuya, by the way. But you don't even care, do you? Because those who get sacrificed should be forgotten, right?
No, you're
I
wrong.
have its name. I looked it up on the Genshin Wiki.
To this day, and the moment I found
It's
out, I
called
was determined that I would find
It's called Beefcake.
It's so cute.
Since you remember the pact between our two factions, I assume you also remember the pride we share
It
as
has a
Oni.
voice actor.
So my question is,
Oh my god,
how
it's
could a
hot.
proud Oni like
It
yourself
talks, it
go
has
and
a voice
abuse the
actor.
weak and plunder the innocent? Why break the oath that our kind swore
Liu?
all those years ago?
Zakun? Zakun?
Interesting.
Does the same voice for Chinese, Japanese, and Korean.
What's so funny?
Hopefully it's not because he can
Who are
make it
you
move.
to talk about pride and
I'm
oaths with
guessing
me?
because he can make it moo.
The blue Oni gave up everything, just so the
I gotta see if
Crimson
there's a
Oni
video
could
on
live
here for
peacefully in
lets me
human
play the
society.
sound.
But let me ask you, Arataki Ito,
Gang,
what exactly do
personality.
you
It has a
contribute to human
personality.
society? You're a blundering fool who can't hold down a real
Seems to be
job,
loyal to
a
Ito,
laughing
obeying
stock
the
of the
orders
town,
upon
and
being
worse
summoned.
still, you
He
let them
also
get your
has some
vision during
degree
the
of high
vision hunt decree.
intelligence, as he is
Protecting
able
the
to
Oni
verbally
pride?
communicate his thoughts
You
to
wouldn't
other
know how
people
if you tried.
through Ito.
You're a disgrace to the Oni kind.
Oh, maybe it shows up in
come
the
on.
middle of a quest.
None of that stuff's a big deal.
She
I mean,
is known to be
you're
used for
hanging me out to
exorcising
dry here,
yokai
man.
and evil spirits.
Since when do you care what other people think? You just
but
do
ever
whatever you
since he
want.
met
It's
Ito,
not like
he
anyone can
has
stop you.
refused to leave his Oni
Do you
side.
have any
idea of the kind of life my kin and I have lived while you've been hanging around in human society. We were cut off from the rest of the world. We severed all contact with it. And since then, we've had no place to live, no stable source of food, no clothing, no medicine, nothing.
Don't do this.
Besides the oath we swore to uphold in our so-called Oni pride, we had nothing. So, that's why you joined a band of thieves? That's right. Why should I accept that life? Is holding fast to a worthless oath supposed to help me provide for my family and friends? I've abandoned our Oni pride. It's meaningless. I want to live. I've given everything that I've stolen from humans to my community. What I've taken will at least keep them from starving and ease their pain. That's what matters most to me.
Did Megan go to bed?
No,
Shortly. I'm about to pass out though, so...
Yeah, it was earlier until you screamed into the headset.
The Blue Oni sacrificed themselves so that Oni could be accepted as part of human society.
I finally was able to relax, fell asleep to listen to you guys talk, and then I heard somebody scream, I'll be right there.
Oh, it was perfect.
You make a good point. But Arataki Ito's the one who needs to get that into his thick skull.
Scared the living shit out of
The
me.
Blue Oni are the bad
okay, I
guys,
think he's just
so we're
teasing
expected to do bad things. Our
It
actions
startled
won't
me.
tarnish the reputation of the Crimson Oni. Unless, of course, this bonehead decides it'd be a great idea to take all the
First
blame
time
for
I've been
himself,
asleep since yesterday.
completely destroying the trust between humans and the Crimson Oni in the process.
You guys relaxed
He's
me
the
enough
one
to
that
put me to
wasted the
sleep.
sacrifice we made.
That's both a good thing and
that because of you. I couldn't
be a
just stand
bad
back and let the
thing.
Tenryo Commission drag you away. You should get
I
your
just remember if
priorities
I come
straight.
visit, not to lay down and
The
listen
Blue
to
Oni
any
are
of you talk.
history, all right?
Yeah,
Forget
we're
about
so
us.
chilled.
The Crimson Oni are the ones who must live on. Why couldn't you
And
just
for
stay
anyone
out of
listening,
this?
I'm not high, I'm just
There
really
they are.
relaxed
Seize
right
them.
now after a rough day,
Oh
so
no!
my
It's
body's
the
just
Tenryo
kind of
Commission!
doing its thing.
Forget
Just
it.
gonna let it happen.
This was a waste of time anyway.
I would like to be high right now.
I don't expect you to understand me, but you could at least take a look in the mirror sometime.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, look, a fight.
Uh-oh. We
Yeah, I
need to get
heard
out of
that
here
high-pitched
too.
scream in my voice. Was that Paimon?
We can't get caught here.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm up to bat.
Oh no.
Just wait here, and we'll escape together when the time's right. Whatever you do, don't attack any of the Tenryo Commission, or they'll be after you too.
Battle formation!
Let's roll!
Wow. I just bowled them over with a cow in a house.
Okay, that must be the cow.
Soldiers, quick!
It is the cow. Here it goes.
Yep.
Meow. I might have to get this character and level him up just so I can throw cows around. This is way too amusing.
Come on, men. He won't get away
Huh?
this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki Ito.
It's just like ability.
It's a spirit animal. I'll send you some.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Who wants some of this?
Get them!
Now he hits him with a club. Oh, there's another guy left. Where is he? Cow! Oh, come on.
Are you screaming cow when you throw the cow?
Can't catch me.
Here we go. Go, go, cow! A whole bunch of them just flew away. Oh, this is great.
Man, they really came out in force today.
Oh,
I'm kind of flattered the Tenryo Commission sent so many.
that was
I still haven't
wonderful.
completely recovered from the bean attack earlier. I'm starting to lose my edge here.
Dude, if I was attacked by beans, I feel I'd be the same way. I hate beans.
No, no way.
Huh.
All that would do is send them after our
He was
Blue
attacked
Oni
by
friends
beans.
instead. And I have to settle
Yeah.
things with them first, man
More
to man.
specifically, he was attacked by the traveler who threw beans in his face when he's deathly allergic.
Well,
No
he
choice but
says
to keep
he's
kicking some
allergic.
Tenryo
It's
butt.
really just an act.
Hey, boss. Thought you'd have all the fun without us?
Granny Oni sent us.
We're here to lend a hand.
Oh my.
Maybe we can't take him, but we can sure slow him down. Now's your chance. Go! Hey, I told you to stay out of this one.
Well, we're in it now. Come on, there's no time.
Well, his little
do what you
gang
gotta
is
do,
like
boss.
a bunch of
All right then.
young guys that
Watch
probably
yourselves.
don't have
As
much
soon as I'm
else
done,
going
I'm coming
on.
back for you. Come on, you two. Time to roll.
Yeah, say that to your cow.
Don't let them get away. After them.
He literally rolls right out of wherever he pulls
You guys
it
want
from.
some of this? There's plenty to go around.
I don't want to know.
Run for it, boss!
That guy looks like he's really worried for his life. Okay.
As boss of the Arataki gang, getting rescued by my own boys feels pretty humiliating. I promise to never let you down, boys. All right, we've got some footprints to follow. Let's find Takuya.
Hold on. I want to go see what this
Touching
is.
and all what they did, but those few guys weren't much of a gang.
Hey, it takes Mora to run a gang, okay? They're all I've got.
Why? Why are we going here? Sorry, we're getting
My
sidetracked, but this is kind of interesting. Egg? Chicken egg? Oh, I could have caught those. Oh, now I feel silly. What was the point of coming over here? Okay. I got sidetracked. Of course. Let's go back. Almost there.
Huh. Is it just me, or are there more and more footprints here? At least, a wrecked cart and some goods. Look alive, we've got company.
Aww. I don't get to play with the character now.
You shall perish.
It's like the one time I'm actually disappointed. I wanted to throw a towel around.
Remove all obstacles.
See no more.
Oh wow,
The
okay.
mortal plane.
And then she gets better. Okay,
Fleeting
I'll accept it.
Illusion shattered. Absurd.
I think I just gave myself overload.
There is no escape. Absurd.
Oh. Wow, Barbara, come on. Get it together.
See no more.
I expect a lot from Barbara. Keeps her pretty alive.
To the ferry.
Illusion shattered.
Bye. Wow. I think I created all that electricity, to be honest.
There is no escape.
Wow, he just does not want to give up. Come on.
Seems they definitely don't want us going any further.
There we go.
Let's see what's waiting for us up ahead.
I haven't seen whatchamacallit that was joining us in our worlds in a couple of days.
Victoria?
No, some guy, I can't remember his name. Came in to help us fight bosses and stuff, or, area bosses.
Besides the footprints, there are other signs of life
Yeah,
here too.
I
Must be plenty going on
they
around
usually
here.
show up like on the
Let's investigate.
weekends
They
and,
couldn't have
like,
just disappeared into thin air.
So I'm guessing they're in school.
Yeah, unless
Or
they're all
something,
ninjas
yeah.
or something. Hidden entrance. Yes.
Or
All right.
working.
I think we just found their hideout.
Oh, I ran
This
into
is gonna be where they
a
keep all the people we took.
military,
Paimon thinks
a
Tucky
young
is
man in the
probably in
military
there
that
as
was
well.
streaming last night.
Oh, nice. Not the No Man's Sky
Hilarious.
guy, right?
No, this was, he was streaming, the back rooms on his computer, and it was terrifying. I started watching, and I followed him, and I shared it to everybody, and I said, is that game good? And he said, it's scaring the shit out of me. He says, it's available for VR, but there's no way in hell I'm playing this with a headset on.
No, he'd probably book it and leave and run into a wall.
And he was in there with his buddy, and they came out of the elevator, and he told his friend, he says, you go first. And as soon as his friend left the elevator, all the lights in the hallway went out as his friend went up the hallway, and he says, maybe I made the wrong choice. I should have went first.
But it takes a world-class blockhead like Takuya to think
Because
these
you're being
ideas are actually
hunted by
gonna
a
work.
creature while you're in there trying to solve puzzles. And if it injures you, it can track you by your blood smell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that explains what I've been seeing.
Yep.
Wow, you threatened Zergoblin? Good luck with that. His Titan threatened Zer. You didn't get any dare weapons. Or you're
Well, don't
trying
worry,
to.
after Dares of Eternity goes away, Zer
I'm here
won't
to
remember
save
you
him no matter
insulting him.
what.
That's right, you won't remember that.
Nope.
The 9 will.
What are you talking
But
about?
he won't.
Are you
Yep.
keeping Paimon in the dark again?
Let's go.
Yes, Paimon.
I don't know if he's really that dumb.
No, it's not that he's dumb. They said it was on TWAB, because somebody asked him about it, and it's the horse that contains his memories. So when they're separated again and Dares goes away, the horse takes all of his memories with him.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wasn't quite referring to that, but
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. That's fine too, though. Cause oh, I get to throw cows. Cow.
This place is huge! Pretty fancy for a hideout.
I'm
All
throwing cows
acquired by
around,
less than
guys.
legitimate means, no doubt.
It moves.
All the more reason we gotta put an end to this.
He's basically a Japanese demon that throws around cows. Like, how can you take him seriously?
You need a cow battle cry.
Can't
when
catch
you do
me.
that.
Yeah, so far it's been cow. Like this. Cow! It's not very threatening, but he's not very threatening. So the Star Horse affects I'd like to know why Zer, I'm looking around the room. Why Zer looks, like, I know why he's hunched over, but I want to know why he looks the way he does, because he's the only one.
Like an octopus wearing a hoodie?
Yeah, like he had a little bit too much fun with the tentacles.
The stairs are over there. We can't go up if we can't reach them.
Well, first,
No
cow!
problemo. That'll be what this mechanism's for.
That's right, moo! I might be the only person who's enjoying this, but it's great.
Oh, it's moving!
Oh yeah, we've seen this
See?
before.
What did I tell you? Just trust my instincts.
Oh, I almost fell off that. another thingy. Wow, this place is like high tech. Oh, there's a chest. Okay. What is the point of this if I can't use it? Wait. Oh, I understand. Okay, I understand.
Can't catch me.
It's not used for that. It's used for this. This time I remember to jump and not just run across. Yes, more people! Cat! I have to do it. It's just too funny. Move!
Attaboy!
There's a cow!
Oh, coming through!
Time to hit people. This is just too much fun.
This! How's this?
No goblin, sometimes I do get bored. If you ever want to just hop into dares and just play it like I'm not doing anything all day long, we can.
Yeah, I think that point.
And just grind at it.
He could join you for that if you need. Look at that, I beat them without using that. Oh, he's so cute!
Can't catch me!
Cake. Hey, look, another ladder. Where does this lead? I'm very curious all the time. There's a chest up here. That's still 2 prime gems. What else is... Oh, that's a door I can't go through. Okay. Oh, that was cool. What's over here? Hmm. Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on.
Catch me.
Where's that door I saw? Oh no, this one I can't open because it has to be open from the other side. Okay. Never mind.
Can't catch me.
I'm the gingerbread man. I'm just making fun of him now. What is this? This is like a pointless room. It's weird. They usually don't do that. Here's another ladder. He's out of breath.
Yeah, I hear him panting in my ear.
Just for you. I'm sorry.
Gee, thank you. What a friend.
Pranked by anime character.
Can't catch me.
I just came from this direction. Hold on a second. I'm being silly here. Push this. Okay, so that takes me to that door, but why would I go to that door?
That's strange. I only had 2 daily quests.
Don't ask me how I knew that was there. I only have 2. Maybe you did something late?
Nope, wait, there's one that was hidden up in the corner under the word, right crown.
be holding on
Gotta
to that
save
for
the
leverage.
people.
All right, let's get him out of here.
I know you don't mean anything, but I don't even know what you're trying
Never
to say
underestimate
there.
an Oni.
Some random Warlock.
Attaboy!
Oh.
To the ferry.
And his little
My,
tail.
How's this?
Let Barbara heal. Come on, guys. Oh, I don't know what I just did. There's not more. Apparently you're picking on Sir Pretty Mighty that Stream Elements was like, no.
To the ferry.
Did the Stream Element stop him from saying something?
Yeah, he's sort of doing like a role-playing thing. And he's not talking about like he's talking about Zur and calling Zur a bitch boy.
Oh my god.
And so it's like, bullying, and I was like, well,
yes and no.
yeah, Zur's kind of a gray area.
Sorry,
Everybody picks on
have you seen
Zur.
our little boy? We're awfully worried about him.
Calm down, dear. We don't even know if he was taken here or not.
They're such a nice family.
But... Oh, my little Daisuke!
Oh, you must be Daisuke's parents!
There's a demon face behind me. It's hard to take seriously.
Have you seen him? Where is he? Is he alright?
Don't worry.
You need to clip
Safe
that.
and sound. Someone's looking after him now on Yashiori Island. I can show you where on the map.
And then Arataki just
Been
comes
worried
out of
about you.
nowhere.
I bet he'll be relieved to see you.
But his demon face thing is still floating around.
You were the one who saved him? Oh, thank you,
I always
thank
feel
you!
like somebody's watching me.
No.
And
please,
I was
no.
really
No
looking
need
at
to thank me.
Paimon.
It's my pleasure, really. It's just who I am. It's what I do.
Just eat Paimon. She's emergency food rations.
Before
anyway.
you go calling me a hero, let me ask you
He's
this.
like,
Wouldn't any other self-respecting guy who saw another person in danger have done the exact same thing?
No.
Really? Just one little compliment and it goes straight to his head.
These vagrants are insatiable. They'll do anything for money. No one
I got
dares
a
stand
couple
up to them
friends
for
like
fear
that,
of what
and
they
it's
might
hilarious.
Would they
Like
really
what?
do anything drastic?
If you compliment them, they go too far with it. Like, overboard too far with it. We did it at work before. And
No,
complimented
actually,
this guy.
because one of the guys,
And he just, the
the
rest of
one
the day
with
was like,
Oni
yeah,
horns
I
on his
did
head,
this.
has always
I
shielded
did
us so
this
far.
by myself. We just kept looking.
In fact,
all we
his
did
horns
was say
look
good
just
job.
like the
That's
ones
all we
this
said.
guy
Hey man,
has.
you did a good job today, and then you just kind of went like
At
way
night,
over in the left field
He
with
would
it.
secretly bring us food
I
and
feel
water.
like
don't
if
understand what
I
he
get
was trying to do.
complimented at work, I'm kind of like, oh, Master has given Dobby a sock. And Dobby is free.
Oh my god.
That's how I feel. That's how I understand.
Are you a friend of his? Or perhaps a relative?
I feel I almost need to make like a mini like poster and frame it and put it in my office.
Relative, I
Of
guess.
Dobby.
Just saying that Master's given him a sock.
Oh, maybe there's something secretly
Only I would know
troubling
what's
him.
going on.
He seemed different from the rest of the gang. They seem like heartless crooks, but I'd say he comes across more like a confused child who made some poor choices.
We're talking about poor life choices here.
Let me put it this way. There are a few things he needs to straighten out in his head, and I'm here
Life
to
in a
point him in the right
nutshell.
direction.
Yeah, I mean everybody has to
I'm
go through
glad to
it,
hear
right?
that. He's lucky
Yeah.
to have family like you.
Oh, they're gonna be family.
Don't worry. He'll be in my trusty hands.
I don't know if
I'll
I
help him
trust
see the
him,
light.
though. I don't know if Arataki should be trusted that way.
Anyway, you should scram. It's still not safe here.
I mean, he's actually a good
Yes,
guy.
thanks again. You've rescued our entire family.
We're indebted to you.
Huh. A child that made some poor choices.
Anything else in here?
Anyway, let's get going, while we still have time.
Oh, there's a chest here. Nothing else in here?
Alright, there we go.
There's a chest. Yeah, I know, sound effects, but this is how I roll. Alright, to the end. My life is full of sound effects.
This is the place. The jig's up. Surrender while you can.
Or else you get a cow thrown at you. Cow.
Who wants some of this?
Barbara, please help him.
See no more. Can't catch me.
Because I have a cow.
This. There's more. There's more.
Damn. With the electrocuting.
Attaboy.
Let's dance.
My blade.
I'm throwing cows around again. Cow!
Can't catch me. Cows more.
Just enter the cow.
See no more.
Catastrophe.
Yep, here's the catastrophe.
How's this? Showtime.
Now I can tell them all deaths. And the cow is serving its purpose. Well, that's like 4
Can't
of
catch
them
me.
all at once.
Hey.
Cow time!
How's this?
Oh,
When in doubt,
I'm gonna say something
cow.
really nerdy. I'm gonna just a second. You know, you gotta give the bad guy some cowabunga. There you go.
How's this?
I know I'm terrible. He just slashed at my cow. That's not okay. The cow is amazing.
Bet you think you won, don't you?
Oh, this is interesting. Nogata.
So naive. This is my home turf.
He sounds like a demon.
I'll let you in on a little secret. A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. What makes it
Thank
so
you for
special
helping
is that if you
yesterday,
tear
Megan,
one
if you're
piece,
still
the other
conscious.
piece starts tearing too.
Nope. She's asleep.
Newsflash. Don't care about your cute little origami obsession.
You better stay where you are and let me finish.
Dude, your mouth's not even moving.
Aren't you curious what the other piece is used for?
Maybe he's a ventriloquist.
I'll tell you. It's now the critical component of the mechanism, and when it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke. Yeah, the whole hideout is rigged with explosives and ready to blow.
No, don't do that.
You're gonna blow this whole place up?
Oh, don't worry about me. I made sure that I've got an escape route. The rest of you, though, you're
There's
gonna
that
be
demon
buried
face
deep
again.
among the rubble. You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye. My paper charm! Where's
Why
my
you got
paper
the
charm?
entire room? Why my head?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you looking for this?
Yes, that's it. But when did you...
What was that, payback?
We're working on it.
I snatched it earlier to stop you from doing anything hasty.
Why, you... And now you're going to betray me?
Yeah?
You're one to talk. What about burying everyone here? If you ask me, that sounds like you've already betrayed our agreement, no?
Just give it here!
You
I
done
don't think so,
talking
dude.
now? Huh? You sure? Great. Because I'm done listening. Yeah!
Did you throw the cow at him? Give him the cow. Moo.
Great work, Takuya. You arrived in the nick of time.
Stay away from me.
Huh?
I said stay away, or I'll tear the paper charm.
Wow.
Hey, oh, okay. Fine. Just calm down. What are you doing?
Just because I won't let him blow this place to bits doesn't mean that I won't do it myself.
I don't think that's
Unless you want to get buried, you should leave this place now. Take everyone here and get out!
You won't go through with it. If you were that cruel, then why bother protecting every person you've come across? Huh?
I'm not here to reason with you. Go! Just get out of here! This
call his
sacrifice
bluff.
is mine to make. Mine alone! Why couldn't you just stay out of it?
No one needs to sacrifice themselves.
All right, then you tell me. What am I supposed to do? I've tarnished our Oni pride and abandoned our ancestors' oath. Only sacrifice can restore my pride now.
Not true.
I chose this path so I could provide for my fellow
gave you
Oni.
a cow clip.
I was ready to die from the very beginning. This is between us,
I
Blue
should find
Oni.
that picture of a.
If it wasn't for you,
cow
everything
that
would have worked out
was groomed. It
perfectly.
was the cutest thing ever. They get fluffy.
They're here.
Oh,
we
they
won't let them
brushed
slip
it out.
away this time.
Yeah, like it was like one of the what are they called? The ones with the long hair.
Hey, Tenryo Commission! I'm the one you're looking for.
Highland?
I did it.
No.
I'm behind
See, now I have to
everything.
look it up.
Arataki Ito is innocent. You're the ones in charge of detaining criminals in human society, right? I'm sure you can tell who the criminal is here.
You're right.
Yay! Yeah, those guys. They're super cute when they actually properly get brushed out.
Do you know that they have a stuffed Highland cow plushie on Amazon?
Aww, that's
Ignore
kinda
him.
cute.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I have too many
It's me you've
plushies,
been
I don't
looking
need
for,
more.
and here I am. How are you ever gonna report back without capturing me?
Living nature Highland cow with it, and it moos.
Stop fooling around,
nice.
Ito.
Now I'm just thinking like,
Look at your moo.
if only I could like cosplay as this guy for Comic-Con and then get that and then put the little roof on it.
Listen, Takuya,
And then throw it
sacrificing
and it would
yourself
be
won't
like,
solve
"Moo."
anything.
I wouldn't be able to do it though.
Your sacrifice can't protect me or your fellow Oni, and giving up your life isn't gonna make
You can
theirs
also
any
buy a
longer.
baby seal from this company.
Yeah, I forget. Is that the one that does the fundraising?
Sacrificing yourself is
yeah,
one
the
way to
wildlife
escape your fate,
toys.
but the only one you'll be setting free is yourself.
You can
Yeah.
get those on Amazon now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here,
I
I'll
thought
there
you
she
had
is.
to get them through her.
Listen to me. You want to be the tough guy? Huh?
That'd be cute.
Well, this is the coward's way out.
Oh, it'd be so
Don't
fun
let
just to
your
have like all the
sacrifice stain our
animals.
Oni pride. The Blue Oni have been scraping the bottom of the barrel all these years, so let's give them a new beginning.
Yeah, don't
We've
blow
made
this place
mistakes,
up.
but we can make up for them. Fate hasn't been kind to the Oni? Well then let's tear it up and start over. But before any of that can happen, you need to get yourself behind me and forget about all that self-sacrifice stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's go. But we're not done talking about this. Takuya!
Cutscene.
I'll take care of this. There are still people in danger. Go, help them.
What?
Hey, I got this. Come on!
Of course, he's just gonna stand there and accept the rocks falling on his head. Come on.
Forget about me! Just go! It's what I deserve!
Wow.
Oh, shut up, would ya?
Yeah. They'll be fine.
Paimon hopes they're alright. Look! It's Ito and Takuya!
See?
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. What's up with the looks on your faces? I said we'd be okay, didn't I? I'm sure I'd be looking a whole lot sharper right now if it wasn't for that brutal bean attack of yours earlier.
Why? Why would you do this for me?
I only laugh because I really do hate beans.
I'm the guilty one here. I don't deserve this.
Because we're
good.
Oni, that's why.
No.
We share the
They're
same blood,
terrible.
brother.
They taste like sand. Bleh.
Depends on
Our
what
parents
beans you
and their
eat.
parents before them never taught us that it was
And I'm
okay
not
to
talking about
abandon
green
family
beans.
in
I'm talking
need.
about beans.
Like
I
pinto
just wish
beans.
you'd come to find
Yeah.
me sooner.
The only place I
If
would
you-
eat them is in chili, but it's because I don't really notice the texture.
Oh. How about with you ever had them with brown sugar and fatback?
If you knew about me all along, then you should have come and asked me for
When
help.
it's sleepy, you fell
I
asleep
never would have
twice on
dreamed
us.
of
Go
turning
ahead.
you away.
Don't sleep with your headset. Okay, bye.
On.
I know, right?
The blue Oni disappeared so
The
that
same
they
thing
wouldn't
you tell
bring
me
trouble
100
to the
times.
Crimson Oni. If I came to you for help,
Okay.
Don't sleep with your
wouldn't that just
headset on.
undo everything
BMO.
the blue Oni
Fall
have
asleep with
done?
Headset on. Or in party chat, and then
Not
Ruby
to
comes
me.
back and
I've
finds
always
me.
respected the blue Oni for their sacrifice.
In the middle of the
Nothing
day.
they did was in
Why are
vain.
you still awake?
It's only because of them that we have
Yep.
survived to see today and built a world where Oni and humans can live side by side. Honestly,
I'm just gonna hoard
everything
these
that I have
keys
now
until
I
I
owe
get
to the
rank
blue Oni.
36.
And let me tell you,
and
the
then
Inazuma of today wouldn't see you as a villain just because of the color of your horns.
You say all that, but in spite of everything, you're barely getting by.
That's just how I roll, man. You remember the pact, don't you? We're not supposed to suck up to the humans. We're supposed to earn their respect. Every member of the Arataki gangs had a tough time trying to fit in. Take Akira, for example. He snores like you wouldn't believe. Or Genta. He's got a serious temper problem. And Mamoru, well, he's colorblind.
Wow, that's having a hard life is you're colorblind?
Even Granny Oni. She got that name for taking me in as a kid. We're all rejects and outcasts in some way, but we don't care. You want to talk about pride? Well, in our gang, we're proud to welcome anyone who's been through adversity with open arms.
Can't say I'm colorblind, but there's some things I can't do.
Ah, don't worry. The Arataki gang's already a bunch of misfits. You really think you could cramp our style?
We've dealt with the Kairagi and the people they took captive. I assume the two of you are finished talking. Takuya, based on the findings of our investigation, I hereby announce that you are officially under arrest for forceful seizure of people and property. Please do not attempt to resist.
Your voice does not fit with your body.
All stolen articles will be reclaimed.
Nope.
That means we'll be seizing all the goods you passed on to your kin.
No, please don't. Without those goods, they'll...
It's all right, Takuya. Those goods never belonged to us anyway. Don't worry. I'll help take care of your kin. Now that I know the situation, I'll personally make sure they never suffer again.
Might want to put your grand plans on hold there. You're under arrest too, for numerous assaults on the Tenryo Commission officers.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about that. But no worries, I'll put my gang on the case. My boys will take good care of the Blue Oni.
Yeah, we've already arrested them too.
Oh, right, yeah,
That's what they get for resisting the Tenryo Commission.
They arrested everybody.
I guess it's up to you then, Traveler. Could you be a pal and tell Granny Oni about the Blue Oni situation? Thanks. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. Once I'm out of the slammer, I'll find a way to make it all up to ya.
As for you two, lending them your aid when you knew full well they were in the wrong means that the culpability extends to you too. But, given your unique circumstances, and in light of the complexity of this case, we won't press charges this time.
Sorry for the trouble.
Hey, wait, are unique circumstances? Are these guys like a big deal or something?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Because I was gonna say, you know, like, I'm kind of a big deal myself, you know? Yeah, alright, see you next time. Whenever that'll be.
This was such a weird quest. And the beetles are just hanging out. Okay. That was cute.
Well,
He's gone. Where's Granny? I cut her off, but that's
weird.
okay.
But at least he's not a bad guy.
Ow! I got hit by lightning. I'm literally the lightning. I just gotta go talk to Granny, and then,
I am the darkness.
I know, I'm the lightning. Whee! She tried the darkness thing. Didn't go well for her. Okay. This should be the conclusion.
Ah, yes. That does sound like my Ito.
There's the two beetles again.
So, did they take Uncle Ito away?
Yes, they did. But don't be too upset, Daisuke. We will have the chance to see him again.
Oh, I just saw your message, Goblin. So sorry. Now he's visiting with the chief.
He and his gang may have acted recklessly, but the fact remains that he still helped us.
Yeah, I knew it!
I was having way too much
Uncle
fun
Ito
throwing a
helped
cow
us,
around.
And he's awesome!
Now, don't get any ideas, Daisuke. Ito is a far cry from awesome. He still caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people. If you ask me, I'd say he's like one of those little Oni Kabuto you kids are playing with all the time. Though he looks fierce on the outside, he has a kind heart. He's not a delinquent, but he'll never back down from a fight.
Okay, the voice actor that plays this lady is a young person trying to sound like an old person.
I don't really get it, but it
I feel
sounds like a
that's what's
compliment.
happening.
I can't wait for my next beetle fight with Uncle Ito.
It's like, why not just hire a grandmother to play it?
Yeah, I don't
Thank you,
She
Granny,
just doesn't
for
quite
taking
sound
care
right.
of our little boy. I hope that Ito and his friends will be released as quickly as possible.
I mean, I have nothing against it or anything. It's just...
Yes, you needn't worry. The officials in the Tenryo Commission will certainly exercise sound judgment.
It's time we started heading back. We'll be sure to visit again soon.
Aw.
Ah, I'm glad that everything was resolved in the end. Things were looking quite dire, but now the future looks bright. Wonderful, wonderful. As for the Blue Oni, just leave them to me. If there's one thing an old granny like myself can do, it's caring for others.
Do you need our help?
No, no. Go on ahead. I'm sure you have other adventures beckoning. Besides, once Ito is released, he'll be here to help me. Oh, yes. And you know what? I think that's what makes him adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
Aw, she thinks Ito's
He
adorable.
does whatever he puts his mind to. He's sincere, brave, and determined. Back when I took him in, everyone thought I was most unusual indeed. They started calling me Granny Oni, but I've never been ashamed of this name. On the contrary, I'm quite proud of it. Because Ito is my pride and joy.
A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni wanted to be friends with the humans, so the blue Oni played the role of the naughty kid. And then he left. After a long time, the crimson Oni was living happily with the humans, but in his heart, He wanted to bring the Blue Oni back home. The Crimson Oni didn't know where to find the Blue Oni. His search took him up the highest mountains and across the widest rivers.
This is part of the story they didn't have before.
He found many traces of the Blue Oni, but the more he found, the clearer it became. The Blue Oni was hiding on purpose. So just as the Blue Oni had once done, the Crimson Oni left him a letter.
Dear Owl, I've made lots of human friends now, and I want to have a big party for everyone. I want all my friends to be there. That means you too, Owl. If you don't want to meet me, you can just watch from a distance.
Aww.
The Blue Oni snuck back to the village and hid in the shadows. He saw the great feast and roaring fire and longed to join in. But though his stomach rumbled, the Blue Oni remembered the oath of old and kept his distance. Suddenly, he jumped. The Crimson Oni was right behind him.
Hey, you're finally back. Come on, I'll introduce you. It's time everyone met my best friend.
That was really weird. I feel like I just watched a commercial or something really weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's way different than how it actually happened.
But also just really strange. It was just strange. Oh, I got 5 books for that. I have nothing against the Let's Be Friends storyline. It's just really kind of... It was a little awkward. I don't remember having 7, but alright. I don't know if I can do anything with the tree either. Let's find out. Where is the tree? Up here.
After I head over to the tower and do some damage.
And do some damage.
I want to get past floor 3 so I can get that character unlocked.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow, I have enough for 1 wish. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm after a child. I don't have anything else? No. Nope, blue stuff. Darn it. Okay. I have to call it a night. So, to everybody watching the stream, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you to Polka Arts for following and joining in the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Any follows does help the channel quite a bit. And yeah, so tomorrow is the day off, so I will be doing some schoolwork and a couple other things instead, but on Friday we'll be back and most likely we'll be playing Genshin again. So I'll see everybody then. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on Friday. Good night, Goblin.